doing? If this is your first time on the channel, I'm Barbara and I usually do reaction videos, but today I want to talk to you about the first ever musical con in the UK. I'll let you in on what happened at the con, what was good, what could have been better, show you some clips of the performances, and lots of footage of me just being too excited to handle myself. I mean, come on, they had 4 alphabets. Not 1, not 2, 4 singing Defying Gravity on one stage. Can you blame me for being too excited to handle myself? I don't think so. But the main question is, did all the controversy around the prices materialize into a good event? Let's find out. Due to how long the organization of the event took to release the schedule of activities and how their earliest announcements involved mostly paid features, there was a lot of apprehension online, even before the event, about how they would fulfill everyone's expectations. Independent of whether you booked 10 meet and greets and 5 workshops or nothing at all. I want to say from the get-go, as someone who had a normal ticket and nothing booked, that I still had a lot of fun. In fact, from speaking with friends, I think I was able to enjoy the event itself, meaning talks, photo ops, watching performances, checking out the stalls, much better than some people who were just running around, going from one workshop to the other. So I do believe not overbooking paid activities was key to make the most out of the event. Overall, I think they did a really good job for a first event. It really felt like a celebration of musical theatre and musical theatre lovers rather than a very expensive money-grabbing marketing enterprise, which is what I was worried about, mostly because of how the convention was being promoted online. That being said, there were highs and lows. I only went to the first day of the event. I got there just as they were letting people in the queue and it looked massive, but we were let in pretty quickly. Plus they had the West End musical choir serenading us by the entrance, so everyone was singing show tunes together. The vibe was really nice even before going into the venue. We walked in through the stalls area and right away my first impression was these aisles are extremely narrow, and that proved to be an issue later when we were trying to check out the stands. But it was incredibly hard to even just walk through the area, let alone come closer to look at the products they were selling, so that was a bummer. As we got there, we headed straight into the main stage, by far my favorite area on the show floor, to see the opening ceremony. I was expecting the main stage to host performances only, but they had really interesting talks and interviews with performers and creatives. It was so nice to hear about their experiences and their journey in the industry firsthand from performers I've admired for so long but didn't know much about. That was awesome. Let's check out a bit of the opening ceremony.
Change the world, raising that way.
highlights of day one on the main stage for me were the new show previews. We got to listen to a few songs from Super You and Roger Hammerstein's Cinderella, which is a greatly anticipated revival, so I really hope they keep that feature for next year. The Sondheim chat with Jenna Russell. So many fun facts and interesting stories about the time when she worked with him and what that was like. Super cool.
There's a lovely story of him and Richard Rodgers collaborating on Do I Hear a Waltz? And it wasn't a very happy collaboration. Rodgers a genius, but Sondheim a genius, but they just didn't quite meld. And at one point they wrote this ballad, and Rodgers says to Sondheim, you know, I think we should reprise that in Act 2. And Sondheim says, why? He said, because it's a good song. And you see, he would never put a song in reprise unless there was a damn good reason for it.
I'm pretty sure I was standing there like... And last but definitely not least, the performances and interviews with the 4 Elphabas. Mwah! Listening to the 4 of them harmonize Defying Gravity live was a power move, MusicalCon. Well done. I just don't think I'll ever recover, but well done. And speaking of main stage, I have to bring up another issue that I hope they fix for the next one, and that was soundproofing. You could hear everything all at once, and that was very annoying. The workshop areas, for example, was delimited by mere fabric. And that could have worked for other events where you probably get people only talking rather than singing. But for MusicalCon, it was rather messy in terms of noise. Better soundproofing would have also avoided the expenses they had with getting everyone headphones for the panels, for example. So that's my tip. Get soundproof foam and stick that everywhere next time. Or maybe just isolate the workshop areas better. Look at me talking as if I had anything to say on the matter. There were some amazing performances throughout the day. From popular names like Alice Fern and Leighton Williams to still unknown talent during the start of the con competition. Not gonna lie, I was a bit worried that I wasn't gonna have anything to do because I didn't book anything, but it turns out they had a really nice mix of activities between performances, talks, and show floor opportunities. There were some nice photo ops, although with the money they were charging, I feel they could have done a better job than just a printed wall. But hey ho, maybe next year. Some of the stalls had little treats like the Moulin Rouge tattoos that you could get, or the taste of the musical theatre silent tours, where they go around the theatres of London with headphones playing show tunes, and the guide gives you a bunch of fun facts about the shows while hyping you up about the music. I personally had the best time yelling show tunes around the venue and forgetting that people could actually hear us until they looked at us like, what the hell? And everyone was actually smiling, which is one of the things that I liked the most about the event. Everyone was so friendly and were just happy to be there and celebrate musical theatre and talk to strangers about their favorite shows. You know how that tagline was for the fans? Turns out the fans really made that event. The energy was amazing because of the people attending. I'm honestly always surprised, literally every time, with how easy it is to make friends with stagey people. That common passion creates an instant bond, and suddenly you're having the best time of your life with a complete stranger. It's amazing. And I want more! Where did that come from? And as a cosplayer myself and a convention goer, it was so cool to be in a convention where all of the cosplays were dedicated to musical theatre. There were so many Phantoms of the Opera, so many Six Queens, a lot more than 6. Oh, there was a Fanta of the Opera as well. It was like walking around this fantasy world that I've always wanted to visit. Like all of these stories that you see on stage came to life somehow and invaded our real world. Ah, that is such a cool thought. I am definitely working on a cosplay for next year. But who should I do? Lydia Ditz? Elle Woods? Nah, that's a lot of pink. Who do you think I should cosplay? Let me know in the comments. Bottom line is there are some improvements to be made, but I'm looking forward to the next one. Did you go to MusicalCon? What did you think? Would you have liked to attend? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget this channel feeds off your video suggestions. So if you have any shows you'd like me to react to that I haven't covered yet, you know where to find me. Did you enjoy this video? Then don't forget to leave your like and your comments below, and I'll see you next time to conquer the world of musical theatre. Keep singing. Ciao!